Hey everybody, David with the Wholesalers Toolbox. I want to point out something that I notice on the Facebook wholesaling groups. I notice it a lot, and it is that people new in the business, new wholesalers, not all of them, but a lot of them, don't know how to negotiate a deal. They, excuse my language, but they suck at negotiating a deal. Here's the truth. When you become a wholesaler, if you have no sales experience, if you have no real estate experience, if you have no business experience, and you jump into the business, it's going to be a little bit harder for you. And one of the hard things that you're going to have to learn is how to negotiate a deal. All right, if I go out and I say, I'm going to be a wholesaler and I'm going to find houses on the MLS and I'm going to put them under contract and I'm going to take them to an investor and assign it and make money, that's not going to work really well, okay? Because, investors don't want to pay full price for houses. And if they're on the MLS, a real estate agent is probably trying to get full price for the house, so it's not going to work out. The same is true if you're a new wholesaler and you're driving down the street and you see a for sale by owner, and you stop or you call and you say, hey, I see the house is for sale. What do you want for it? And they say, well, I want $150,000, and you say sold, and go put it under contract. That's not a wholesale deal, all right? The goal as a real estate wholesaler is to find people that are very motivated to sell. Like they've got a problem and they want to get rid of that problem really, really bad. So bad that, they will sell it to you for, less than market value because it needs a lot of repairs, or they're behind on taxes, or they're whatever, in the middle of a messy divorce, or it's a probate house they don't want to deal with, or whatever. So you can't find all your properties on the MLS, and you can't just rely on for sale by owner properties to wholesale, because it's not going to work well for you. So when you find a motivated seller or somebody that's got a distressed property, you have to learn negotiation skills, and you can't just say, what do you want for it, and then put it under contract. And that would be the easy way, and that's what a lot of people try to do, but you won't be successful. I heard something when I first started, and I don't know who said it. It was somebody I was watching at YouTube at the time, but they said, if you make your first offer on a property and it doesn't make you sick in your stomach to make that offer, then your offer's too high. When you're new in this business and you're going out and seeing properties, and you find somebody you think's motivated, and they inherited a house, their dad died and left them a property, it needs a lot of work, and you go in and let's say the house is worth $100,000 and it needs $20,000 worth of repair. You should be going in at $60,000, and their first reaction to your offer a lot of times is going to be, are you freaking crazy? This is the house next door sold for $100,000, and you think I'm going to sell mine for 60? So you need to learn the skills to negotiate that deal and explain to that person why their house isn't worth as much as they think it's worth. You have to say, listen, houses that are all remodeled and look great and everything are selling for $100,000 in this neighborhood, but your house, unfortunately, your dad hasn't fixed up anything in years. It needs a roof, it needs concrete in the driveway, and it needs new plumbing or whatever, and you need to write these things down and go down the list and talk about like how much a new roof costs and how much plumbing's going to cost, and cement work's expensive, and just go down the list and justify to them why the house isn't worth $100,000, and just say, what, I'm an investor and I buy properties that we can fix up and either make them into rental homes or resell them, and I don't pay full price for properties, and I look for properties like yours because I can buy it and it helps you out and it helps me out, and and talk them through it, and learn how to negotiate that property. Now you might, get it under contract for 65 or whatever, but you need to get over being scared to do that and learn the process. Now, when I say get over being scared, it's not going to happen overnight. You're going to have to make offers on properties, dumb offers on property, low offers on property, and get used to people coming back at you telling you you're nuts or telling you you're crazy or, shutting the door in your face or whatever. It's just part of becoming a professional in your business. Now, I'm not saying go out and screw people and try to talk them into things that, are going to hurt them. But you've got to make them understand what their property's worth. If their house needs all that work, there's an airplane going over, sorry about that. If their house needs all that work, it's not worth $100,000. If they want to take the time and hire contractors and fix it up and all that, and then they can put it on the MLS for $100,000. But if you're doing it, if you're taking on that burden, then you need that property at a discount, all right? You've got to learn that process. It's got to, when you start doing it, it's going to make you sick in your stomach. So that's my message for today. Don't, if you're new in wholesaling, and you think you're going to find, wholesale deals on the MLS or wholesale deals, with for sale by owners or take these easy routes to find deals, I don't think you're going to be successful at it, to be honest with you. This is a job. It's not as easy as everybody makes it seem, and all the coaches that say, buy my program and, and close all these deals. You can buy all of the programs in the world, and those programs have great information in them. But the one thing they don't tell you, because it doesn't help them sell their program, is that this is hard work. It's like anything else. It's if you want to be a success, you're going to have to work your butt off to be a success. When I started, I drove for dollars every single day for hours and hours. Okay, it wasn't, I didn't go out, Saturday afternoon for 2 hours and did 12 houses. I did hundreds and hundreds of houses a week to do this, all right? And I didn't know what I was doing. I had some background in real estate and in mortgages and stuff, but I was new. I didn't know if wholesaling was going to work, but I was determined to make it work because I knew other people were doing it and I knew other people were being successful at it. So I got in my car and I drove and I put notes on doors and I drove more and I would do, 8-10 houses an hour all day long, all week long, all month long. And until my phone started ringing, and then I started going to see houses and I started, talking to the owners and I started making offers and I did deals and I was telling my Driving for Dollars video that, I did 5 deals in my first 30 days because I did so many of them and I kept going after that and I kept doing deals, and that's what you've got to do, okay? There's no shortcuts. If you want to learn to wholesale properties and you want to be successful, then learn how to do it. Learn all the skills involved in it. Learn how to make a lot of calls, go to a lot of houses driving for dollars, learn how to negotiate, learn how to pick up the phone and not be nervous and call somebody selling their house, and all these things. Make a list of everything, every skill you think you need to be a wholesaler, and start working on perfecting those skills if you want to do it. Now, once you've done it, once all that hard work's done and you've made a lot of phone calls and you've made a lot of low offers and you've negotiated deals, it's going to get really easy for you, and it's not going to be scary anymore, and it's not going to be frustrating anymore because you're going to just have that skill set. So you go out driving for dollars then, and somebody calls you, you call them back, you're comfortable calling them back, you don't have that pit in your stomach calling them back. You talk to them, you see if they're motivated, I want to sell my house, my I had the house as a rental property, I had bad tenants, I want to get rid of it. I understand that. I've been there. You go out to see them, you look at the house, you write up all the repairs, you justify the price, you go back and forth, you come upon a number, you sign a contract, you've got your investors lined up, you go to your investor, you go, hey, I got this great house under contract. They say, we'll take it. You sign the assignment agreement, you go through the title process, you go to closing, you make your money, and you're done. You move on to the next one. It'll get that easy. Stick with it. Don't get frustrated. Make a list of skills that you need to work on to become a professional wholesaler, and you'll thank yourself, and you'll make a lot of money, and it'll lead to a great lifestyle. Okay, that's it for today. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. I'm going to try to make more videos. It's been rough lately, how this year's been going, but keep at it, and I'll talk to you soon.